Welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. On the show today, we're going to talk stand mixers. Now, you guys know that kitchen gadgets are my favorite topic, and nothing's better than the stand mixer. It's a very versatile tool that we are going to put to the test and crown the king of all stand mixers. So join me as we talk stand mixers. My very first stand mixer was a Sunbeam Mixmaster, and I love that thing. I bought it in the early 90s, and I used it like crazy. And I then invested in a KitchenAid 5-quart professional, and this has been about 15 years ago, and that mixer is still going strong. I love it. So my thought was, you know, not everybody wants to invest in a KitchenAid stand mixer. Nowadays, they run $300, $400, $500. So I had this question about whether there's a inexpensive, lower priced mixer out there that will do some of the basic functions that your KitchenAid will do, and it will be good for someone who's just maybe starting to cook or someone who's never had a stand mixer before. So I am going to put stand mixers to the test. Now, we got a couple new stand mixers here that we are going to upload an unboxing so you can see the features of them, and we are going to put them ultimately against some of my more expensive stand mixers. So we have 3 stand mixers that are under $100, and what we're going to do is the first upload, we're going to test these 3 mixers against each other. Then the next one is going to be these 2 mixers against each other, the higher priced mixers. And finally, the winner of this competition and this competition will go head to head on the biggest challenge for a stand mixer. So what we're going to do is we're going to test these things based on the basic things that you would expect out of a stand mixer. What you want out of a stand mixer is a mixer that can beat, that can whip, and that can do dough. Those are the basic things that you want to see out of a stand mixer, and all these stand mixers claim that they can do that. So on the initial test, we're going to do some cookies, we're going to beat some meringue, and then we are going to do a simple bread recipe. On the final challenge, the winner of the inexpensive stand mixers going against the winner of the expensive stand mixer on the biggest challenge yet. We are going to do some wheat bread, and that is one of the most difficult things for a stand mixer because the flour is really heavy and it ends up being a really heavy dough that can strain a stand mixer, even the best of them. So we will see who comes out on top of that. So our contenders are going to be these 5 mixers that you see before me. Our first contender in the inexpensive mixer category is the Dash Go. This is a cute little red mixer. It's 3.5 quarts. It does not have planetary action. Has a little beaters here. One limitation of this is there's only beaters and dough hooks. So the whipping is going to have to be done by the beaters. And that's something, you know, you'll have to consider when buying a stand mixer, is whether or not it has all the attachments that you need. Cute little red. This is the Dash and Go. Cost on this is about $30. The next contender in the inexpensive stand mixer category, which is under $100, is the Sunbeam Mixmaster Heritage Series. Now, I kind of have a little place in my heart for this mixer because it was my original mixer. Of course, this is an updated version compared to what I originally had, and I love the color, right? This comes with beaters too and dough hooks. But we have the same challenge because it doesn't have a whip. and it does not have the planetary action. This is 350 watts, and this is 3.5 quarts. So our final contender in the inexpensive stand mixer category is the Hamilton Beach. This is a planetary action mixer like the KitchenAid. It comes with the dough hook and beaters as well as a whip, so when we make our meringues. This one is 300 watts. It's 3.5 quarts. It is a small stand mixer, and we will see how this baby holds up against the others. In the expensive stand mixer lineup, our first contender is the KitchenAid. This is a 6-quart KitchenAid mixer, 575 watts. It comes with tons of different attachments. It has the whip, the beater, the dough hook, and you can add attachments up front on this hub. So this is like been the granddaddy of mixers, but we are going to put this mixer to its biggest challenge. Okay, our second contender in the more expensive stand mixer category is the Bosch Universal. Now this mixer is a lot different than what you would think of as a stand mixer, because the gear that drives it is underneath here, and it drives this big old bowl. In here you have your beaters. This is your dough hook, and this is your whip, and we do have paddles for it. It's a different design, and there's a lot of people that really like this mixer. I bought it several years ago. This is actually, there's a new model out. It's just like this, except it doesn't have, it's just the bottom part. It doesn't have this right here. This here comes off, and there's a blender attachment that goes on here. What's great about the Bosch is this is 700 watts, and it has a metal gear that drives a pretty sophisticated transmission system in this. So you can do a lot of bread in this Bosch. If you want to be really start baking bread with nice heavy doughs, this could be a mixer that should be on your short list. We are going to be testing this against the KitchenAid, and the winner of this is going to go against the winner of the inexpensive stand mixer category. Not sure how that's going to play out, but the winner of that will be King, the Amy Learns to Cook, king of all mixers, right? This mixer is great. The KitchenAid's great. We'll see how the other ones behave. And from there, the results, if you're in the market for a stand mixer, you can make your decision based on your price point and features and, results that we get out of it. So there you have it. That's our contenders for the Amy Learns to Cook Stand Mixer Showdown. We're going to be doing an upload, a few unboxings of some of these more inexpensive mixers. And then next weekend, you will see the upload for our challenge and the winner. So if you like this video, please subscribe below and give me a like and a comment, and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. I'm also on Twitter and Pinterest at Amy Learns to Cook.